Raiders safety Tre'Von Moehrig, and man, just before getting to the Chiefs game, man, it seems like Patrick Graham, he's been sending you a lot more on crashes and blitzes, and do you see it the same way, and why do you think that is?
Man, I just kind of do what the coaches ask me to do. That kind of is up to them. They're just trying to put me in a position to make some plays, so hopefully we can keep doing that.
How do you assess your play, man? It seems like you've been real physical at the line of scrimmage.
I just try to be physical. That's one thing in my game, that I think, that I am pretty good at. So I'm just trying to find a way to improve that, throughout the week, every day, and just applying that Sundays.
Have you had to, kind of communicate with the back end that much more since Marcus Epps went out?
I'd say yes and no. The role as a safety is to communicate. That's the job title, so that comes with the job. But I would definitely say stepped up a little more. But having Isaiah there with me, he's a great communicator as well. So it's big having us both back there talking.
How do you feel like he's been doing, filling in?
Been doing great. Like I said before in other interviews, we knew he was going to be ready to step in and fill in this role. We've seen how he's practiced. The years that he's been here and how he's, just improved. So we knew he was ready to step in.
You guys have one of the youngest defensive backfields in the National Football League. How do you feel like the younger guys have been coming along so far?
Great, man. They're just taking day by day, just taking the improvements that the coaches are giving them, and there's trying to apply that to their game. Especially just in the defensive room, we're just trying to say, just to enjoy the process. And not just focus on the result, but just making sure we focus on the process and how we can get to wins.
As a defensive back, how much different is it playing against Patrick Mahomes in comparison to another quarterback?
Man, he's just, you're obviously the best of the best. I can't say much on that. He's very accurate and mobile, very smart. He has players around him, great coaches around him. So we're all going to have to be on our 111 to get the job done this Sunday.
What can you anticipate from seeing DeAndre Hopkins if he plays this Sunday?
Man, obviously a really good receiving target. Don't know what the game plan is for him. Obviously he's fresh this week coming there, but we'll watch tape and see, what kind of his game was in the past couple of years and see if anything might come up this week that we need to be ready for. So.
Coach Pierce talked about Patrick's averaging something like 4 seconds of holding the ball on third down, and you got to be prepared for him to extend plays and stay with guys. Like, how are you able to do that as a DB, and how difficult is that when it's up to 5, 6, 7 seconds?
Yeah, it definitely can be difficult. But I just say that's something we got to work on in practice, especially this week. That's what we worked on. Just making sure we do scramble drills, trying to plaster our coverage just in case he does break, contain, and can extend the play. So that's what we've been practicing all week.
Are you trying to be more vocal since Marcus was knocked out, or is that something you've actually thought about, or not really?
Nah, not really. I think I'm the same player. Yeah.
So he's a big loss. What do you kind of try to make up for with his absence? Have you tried to change anything as far as your approach, or what do you?
Nah. I kind of approach it the same. I don't want to be too high, too low. I kind of approach my days here the same, just coming to work. Taking the advice that the coaches give me, the game plans that they give me, and try to play the best I can on the field.
How comfortable are you when the scheme calls for you to play man? I know as a safety it's not going to be that often, but say you got to do it against Kelsey or
Yeah, I'm comfortable in man. Had a background in man coverage, the past couple of years, places that I've been, so I'm real comfortable in man coverage. So.
Does it feel at all like this is the year your prime has really began?
Man, I like I said, I don't try to get up too high, too low. I try to stay consistent in my mindset of, like I said, just coming in here and trying to improve every day, man. So I leave it up to the people to decide.
Right. Yeah. PFF or Pro Football Focus. Let them get the grades out.
Right.
Midway through the season, what grade would you give yourself right now? A letter grade?
Mm-hmm. Oh shoot! I ain't even gonna give you a letter grade, man. But me, I say it almost every interview. I ain't trying to be the most flashy guy. I'm just trying to do my job at the end of the day and provide for my teammates and help us get a W. So.
Subtitles A+.
Classy, man. Favorite safeties all time, man. Who's the guys you looked up to and studied the most?
Oh man, so many. I used to watch Brian Dawkins highlights all the time, just to get me, energized before games. Ed Reed, I mean, Troy Polamalu, all those guys, you know, have great film to put out there that you just watch their highlight tapes, you know, you just look up to as a kid, you know, just trying to emulate. So.
The usual suspects.
Yeah, right.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Pass you
Yeah.
back
Always
to-
good to see you.